The first thing we have to remember is the basics of a financial statement for a family. This is probably something you've never learned because it's really not taught in the schools, even though it's the most important thing that you ever need to know for the future of your family's finances. There are two basic measuring points for the financial health of a family. The first is called a spending plan, and the second is called a net worth. Now in business we call these income and expenses, or a profit and loss, and the other one we call a balance sheet. So this is the family conversion of those same terms, and they work the same way. A spending plan has been used in the past as a kind of a negative thing. They call it a budget, and I don't really like to call it a budget because it's not really designed to be a budget. It's designed to be a plan to spend your money. So I use the term spending plan, and when you're in control, you are determining exactly where you're going to spend your money, and you need to have a plan to spend it, because without a plan you're planning to fail. Basically, if you take a look at this graph, you'll see that it's a range in time. It is not a point in time. So you have to be from this to this. In other words, it could be a weekly spending plan, it could be a monthly spending plan, or it could be an annual spending plan. You need to, at least when you develop these, you need to develop on a consistent basis exactly how you want your spending plan to be laid out. And during that period of time, there's two categories. There's a category called income and a category called expenses. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Anything that comes in is income, and anything that goes out is an expense. The second piece of financial documentation to find out the financial health of your family is basically called a net worth. Now, in simple terms, a net worth is basically all of your stuff minus what you owe on your stuff, and whatever's left over, that's your net worth. Now, unfortunately for families, most of our stuff is not growing in value. Most of our stuff is actually shrinking in value because of use. In the past, we've always thought that our greatest asset was our home and our retirement plan and our savings. However, with the economy and the financial meltdowns that have happened, the home is not always a guaranteed elevator ride to the top. The home should be considered primarily as a place to provide shelter for you that should be cost efficient over renting. And then when you sell it, then at that point, if you sell it for more than you purchased it for, there's a gain. But from a net worth point of view, that is really the only asset that people have come to understand. When we get into the Step 2 module, we're going to explain to you exactly what a positive asset is, and what a positive liability is, and what a negative asset is, and what a negative liability is. So the difference between this particular piece of your financial status is that you need to take it like a snapshot. It's like taking a picture of a point in time. It's not like a range of time like a spending plan is. So you would say, for example, as of January the 1st, this is my stuff, this is what I owe on my stuff, and this is what I have as net worth. Then on December 31st, this is my stuff, this is what I owe on my stuff, and this is what my net worth is. So you need to understand the concept that net worth is a point in time. It's like taking a flash photography picture, and a spending plan is over time. It's from this particular time to this particular time.